A college student named Elena moved into her first apartment. While browsing a thrift shop, she found a large, ornate mirror with a golden frame. The shopkeeper seemed almost relieved when she bought it, whispering, "Be careful with that one." At first, Elena thought the mirror made her apartment look bigger, but soon she noticed strange things. At night, she'd catch fleeting movements in the reflection, even when the room behind her was empty. One night, as she brushed her teeth, she froze. Behind her reflection was a tall, dark figure. She spun around. Nothing. But when she looked back, the figure was closer. The final straw came when her friend stayed over. In the middle of the night, Elena's friend woke up screaming. She swore she saw Elena standing in front of the mirror, except her reflection wasn't moving. It was smiling. The next day, Elena tried to get rid of the mirror, but when she returned to the thrift shop, the store was boarded up, abandoned for years. She eventually left the mirror in the dumpster. But to this day, Elena claims that whenever she looks into a mirror for too long, she sees that same twisted smile in the reflection, even when she's alone. Traveling businessman checked into a small rundown hotel late at night. The receptionist gave him his room key and almost as an afterthought said, "Don't cover the mirror." The room was old and musty, and above the bed was a massive wall-length mirror. The man didn't like it. He felt exposed. He turned off the lights and lay down, but couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching him. Half asleep, he rolled over and glanced at the mirror. That's when he saw it. His reflection was still sitting upright in bed, staring at him. Slowly, the reflection tilted its head, smiling wider than humanly possible. Terrified, the man threw a blanket over the mirror. Moments later, he heard tapping, like fingernails drumming on glass. The sound grew louder, more frantic, until it stopped suddenly. The next morning, he told the receptionist. She just looked at him, expressionless, and asked, "Did you cover it?" When he nodded, her face went pale. She whispered, "Then it saw you." The man left immediately and never returned. A week later, the hotel mysteriously burned down. The cause was never found. A group of teenagers decided to play a game at a sleepover. They heard about an urban legend. If you stare into a mirror at midnight, in complete darkness, and chant, "Come closer," 3 times, your reflection will change. Of course, being young and curious, they decided to try it. At exactly midnight, they turned off the lights, lit a single candle, and stood in front of the mirror. They whispered, "Come closer. Come closer. Come closer." At first, nothing happened. Then, the candle flickered. One of the teens gasped. Their reflections were different. The faces in the mirror looked older, gaunt, with hollow eyes. And behind them, a shadowy figure loomed, taller than any of them. Panicked, they tried to turn on the lights, but the switch wouldn't work. In the reflection, the figure leaned closer, until it was right behind them. Finally, one girl smashed the mirror with a chair. The lights flickered back on instantly, but the damage was done. For weeks afterward, each of them reported seeing their own reflection move just a second too late, smiling when they weren't, watching when they turned away. And one of them swears that every night at exactly midnight, she hears a voice in the darkness whisper, "Come closer."